Peter Thiel's sudden exit from ETHZilla has sent shockwaves through the Ethereum Treasury sector. The billionaire investor and his founders fund sold their entire 7.5% stake by December 31, 2025, reversing their previous support. ETHZilla, now holding 69,802 ETH, worth $140 million, saw its stock drop 5% after hours and 28% year-to-date, highlighting investor uncertainty. The Ethereum Foundation's $2 million investment in a post-quantum cryptography team signals quantum risk is now an urgent infrastructure threat. Millions of exposed public keys could be drained overnight once quantum capability crosses the threshold, causing sudden systemic shock. Migrating blockchains to quantum-resistant cryptography may require massive downtime, impacting ETFs, custody, banking, and global markets. Bitcoin's price faces renewed downside risk as whale inflows to Binance hit 2-year highs this February. Garrett transferred over 10,000 BTC from his wallet, intensifying selling pressure and raising concerns about further price declines if demand fails to absorb the excess supply. Historical volatility is also at its highest in a year, amplifying short-term market risks. Harvard's endowment just made a strategic crypto move, reducing its Bitcoin ETF holdings by 21% and investing $87 million in BlackRock's Ethereum ETF. This shift happened as both BTC and ETH prices dropped sharply in late 2025, signaling institutions are diversifying beyond Bitcoin. With ETH trading below $2,000 and ETF flows mixed, Harvard's allocation highlights evolving institutional strategies in the crypto space. Binance's stablecoin reserves have plunged by $9 billion over the past 3 months, marking the longest outflow streak since 2023. Monthly net outflows accelerated from $1.8 billion in December to nearly $3 billion in February, shrinking reserves from $50.9 billion to $41.8 billion. Analysts say this signals capital leaving exchanges and intensifies liquidity pressure across crypto markets. Solana just hit a wall at $89, while DEX trading volume plunged 20%, raising red flags for short-term price action. With long-term holders selling and the $84 support now under threat, the next move could define Solana's direction. If $84 fails, downside targets like $79 or even $59 become possible. A single whale's $500 million Ethereum sell-off just sent shockwaves through the crypto market. Hyperunit's massive ETH dump coincided with a 4% price drop, amplifying volatility and raising liquidity concerns. Analysts note this move reflects strategic repositioning by large holders, with Ethereum still struggling to hold the $2,000 level amid ongoing market uncertainty. Massive drop in Ethereum open interest signals a wave of forced liquidations, putting the $1.800 support in the spotlight. ETH price broke below key levels, with participation in on-chain activity cooling, while exchange reserves tick higher. Unless bulls reclaim lost ground, further downside remains likely. Metaplanet's revenue skyrocketed 738% last year, but a massive unrealized Bitcoin loss changed everything. The Tokyo-based firm now holds 35,102 BTC, facing a $1.35 billion paper loss as Bitcoin trades far below its average buy price. This highlights the high-stakes volatility of corporate crypto strategies. After a sharp drop, Bitcoin's price has paused, but on-chain data still does not confirm a market bottom. Short-term holders have faced $2.3 billion in losses, and the market remains cautious as volatility may increase amid global economic tension. Meanwhile, institutional interest in DeFi and real-world asset tokenization could shape the next trend. Institutional concern over quantum computing risks is putting Bitcoin's security and governance under the microscope. With over 10% of leveraged shorts clustered at key price zones, a sudden rally could spark massive liquidations and heighten market liquidity risks. On-chain data shows selling pressure is easing, while ETF inflows suggest institutions are accumulating, making the next price move critical for both bulls and bears. Major macro data releases like CPI, PCE, and Fed minutes are set to test crypto market sentiment this week. Bitcoin and Ethereum remain volatile as investors watch for clues on interest rates and inflation. With recent inflation data mixed and geopolitical risks high, market participants are bracing for potential price swings.